Hey everyone, Luminous Plasma here, and today we have a PS4 controller with a busted charging port, and we're going to be repairing it. So let's get right into the video. You can see the micro USB charging port is completely busted up, the pins are bent, and the overall structure of it is just warped. The previous owner must have put the connector in upside down and it just destroyed the port. And this is actually an easy repair, so let's jump right into the repair.
So the first step is to flip it over and remove the first 4 screws on the back.
So after removing the 4 screws, you can just pry up a little bit on the bottom of the controller. So once you pop that far out, then you can rotate to the back and kind of lift up and thread the trigger buttons through there, and then you've separated it. Looking at the controller open, it looks like we just need to lift this straight up. So best way to show that, I guess, would be to grab it with tweezers and pull straight up. And if all else fails, you just gotta use your finger, but I just want to check. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has a lifting mechanism on the side, so just pull straight out. Okay, so now that you have the back half separated, you can just lift up on this piece right here and move it out of the way. Lift up on this cushion here, and as you can see, it's ripping and stuff, but I mean, it may not be truly necessary, but I mean, you could just try to lift it up, this main plastic piece. You just want to remove all the plastic here, but yeah, it's kind of stuck. But after you move that out of the way, it did tear, but that's fine. At least it tore in half instead of breaking more. But then you fully exposed the bracket. As you can see, it's supposed to slide out to the right. And anyway, yeah, it was just held on there with some adhesive foam. But then you want to take out that center screw. So once that center screw's out, I think this thing can just lift out. And it is held in with some tape, as you know, but if I just go in there and pull it out, it was just some adhesive tape, and you can transfer that over to the new one. Looking at this new one I got off eBay, as you can see, it came with a new flex cable, but I rather reuse the old one since it's already bent into the correct position. So we'll just open it up here and take out the new board.
Here's the old and new board side by side.
You just pull it apart like that. You can bring in the new one, and this one actually has a little flip clip cover thing, so you just want to lift that tab up, then insert the old cable, and then flip the lid down, and then that makes a solid, decent connection. And then you can just screw it back in. So I just transferred the tape over, so then you can just drop it in there like that. And you know, gotta line it up and stuff, and once it's lined up, then you can go in there, put in the tape, and then drop the screw in. Okay, now once that's in, you can reinsert all the plastic pieces. I just want to move the ripped foam out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Then last but not least, thread this back. There you go, it's back together. You could also change the battery easily at this stage since it's already just flopping around, and all you need to do is just grab the connector and pull straight out. But anyway, now we can just reattach the controller. So I'm assuming it goes like that. So I just gotta re-thread it back in there and make a solid connection. But if you do need reassurance, you can see the gold pins are on that side, and this side has no pins. or connector pads, but that side does. So that's how you know the correct orientation. So let me just quickly connect this. Alright, it's in. Then thread that like that. Alright, and it's sealed back up. Just gotta put the screws back in. As you can see, that was a super easy replacement, and then I would check that you can still, click all the buttons and stuff, mostly the triggers and bumpers, just make sure those are still clickable. And now we can try to charge it. So I got my dead PS4 on the floor here, and anyway, why I've waited so long to make a video about it is because, well, it has the white light of death, but like as you can see, the HDMI port is there. And anyway, if you know anything about the white light of death, it's because there's no display, but it's actually the HDMI encoder on the motherboard. It's going to be a more lengthy repair process. So anyway, also the fan doesn't work, but that's because the fan connector broke. So if we hit the power button, it turns on. This isn't charging, but I don't know how to work it. But I already tried to stick the pin in it. I can try it again, I guess, but see, it's white now instead of blue. I don't get it. Since I can't see what's going on the screen, it's kind of sad. It's charging. Yes. All right. Because I read an article. I know if it's glowing orange, that means it's charging. So there you go. I guess it's because it wasn't paired. So it's flashing, slowly turning orange and stuff. But that's pretty cool. So I guess the controller fully works now. So let me just power off the console and see if I can wall charge it. Also, the eject button doesn't work. So that's no good. But yeah, this thing's gonna overheat because there's no airflow. So, but that's awesome. It does charge. So that is the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this guide helped. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.